So CES is right around the corner and we are all very excited because after the FCC listing went up last month, we are all expecting to see Sony announce the new WH-1000XM4 noise cancelling headphones. By the way guys, if you want to catch up on my predictions about the up and coming Sony WH-1000XM4, you can click on this video over here. But apart from the XM4, Sony is also expected to announce some other new headphones and earbuds at CES because in December, apart from the FCC listing of the XM4, there were also some other FCC listings that Sony put up. So these other headphones and earbuds will be the focus of this video. First, let's talk about the earbuds. Okay, what new earbuds, truly wireless earbuds and otherwise, can we expect from Sony at CES? Let's start with the WF-SP800N. Now, this is the follow-up model to 2018's SP700N, which, if I recall correctly, is the first truly wireless noise-cancelling earbuds made for sports. So they had a IPX4 water resistance rating, which is better than what I can say for the Sony WF-1000XM3. But the gripe that most people seem to have with these SP700N was that its battery life was not that great. 3 hours in the earbuds and an extra 6 hours in the case, total 9 hours, which even by 2018 standards wasn't good enough. So in 2020, I'm expecting that the SP800N would have battery life at least as good as the WF-1000XM3. As far as I'm concerned, this is the only way Sony can make the SP800N a viable alternative for people who want something durable enough and enduring enough to use for sports. Now let's talk about the next anticipated release, and that is the WF-SP800N. This is gonna be the first truly wireless earbuds from Sony to fall under the extra bass line. Now, extra bass, what does it mean? Obviously, it means that with these earbuds, you are expecting to get more bass out of the box compared to, say, alternatives like the WF-1000XM3, the Herein 3, or the up-and-coming SP800N. It doesn't seem to have noise cancelling because this is called the XB700 and not the XB700N. You know how Sony likes to add the N at the end of the name to designate noise cancelling models from the rest. So I don't think this is going to be a budget alternative to the WF-1000XM3, more like an alternative to the Herein 3 released at IFA last year. It could, however, feature the same battery endurance as the other models. So we'll see what the XB700 has to offer come CES, if Sony is going to release it at CES. Now, the next one is the WISP510. Now, this is a very interesting one because this is the most affordable wireless earbuds from Sony expected to be released at CES. These are wireless, not truly wireless. So, like the predecessor, the SP500, you are going to see a wire connecting one side to the other side. But since the previous model retails for just under $80, we can expect the SP510 to follow suit and retail for the same price. Now, will it feature better battery life, better water resistance compared to the previous model, and maybe a revised form factor to reflect what's currently popular, which is the form factor of the WF-1000XM3? We have to see, but one thing's for sure, since it's keeping the WI moniker, it's gonna still feature a wire that connects the right earbud to the left earbud. I've got nothing against that because I can see this wired arrangement to be popular with some people who still prefer to have, you know, the option to hang your earbuds from your neck when you are not using them, compared to truly wireless earbuds, which demands really that you have the case nearby at all times. So I can still sort of see the SP510 appealing to a very specific target segment. So we'll see what the SP510 has to offer if it's released this coming CES. Next, I want to talk about a new pair of headphones. Now, this is the WH-CH710N. These are going to be the successors to the cheapest wireless noise canceller from Sony, the CH700N, released in 2018. So as the cheapest model, I am not expecting to see any substantial improvement to the 710s compared to the 700s. Perhaps there may be an improvement in terms of it's supporting USB-C instead of micro USB and supporting Bluetooth 5.0 instead of Bluetooth 4.1 like in the previous model. But in terms of build quality, noise cancelling, battery life, I don't really expect there to be an update as far as the 710 is concerned. So yes, this will still be the cheapest model, but I don't think it will be an alternative to the WH-1000X-M3 or the WH-1000X-M4 for that matter. However, this doesn't make me any less excited to review the 710s when they arrive. And the same goes for all the other truly wireless earbuds and headphones from Sony coming up at CES or after that, we don't know. But when it arrives, when all of these headphones become available in Singapore, I will be jumping at the first opportunity to grab them and review them for you guys. So guys, thanks a lot for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, would you kindly do me the honor of punching that like button with a vengeance and sharing this video with your friends and family and everybody in your contact list, because I've got more content coming up, more updates and news from CES next week will hit the airwaves on this channel. So if you want to stay notified of new content, please subscribe and ring the notifications bell to stay notified, because really that is the only way YouTube will notify you of new videos from this channel. You're watching ALW, the slowest growing tech review channel on YouTube.